प्यारा घर। तू बन के बादल प्रकाश का बरसे यहाँ निरंतर। तू बन के बादल प्रकाश का बरसे यहाँ निरंतर। सब रूहें यहाँ परम पावनी, दिखता नहीं कोई अंतर। तेरी किरणों की बूंदों से सब रूहें रही निखर। प्रकाश का एक समुंदर है प्रभु तेरा ये प्यारा घर। तेरी किरणों की वर्षा से ये सागर।
Om Shanti. Good afternoon to all the viewers, today's participants and well-wishers. The demo counseling by the students of counseling as feature head. Case for today's webinar is alcohol use disorder or alcoholism. Counselor is Dr. Tulika. I'd like to give a brief introduction about this counselor. Dr. Tulika was working for one of the reputed technical institute in Kolkata, and recently she has been retired. And she's an expert in counseling and spiritual health and started practicing for the last 3 years as a spiritual counselor, very successful. With her in supportive role, we have Sister Rakhi Maharaji. Sister Rakhi Maharaji is from the education sector, working as a teacher in the reputed school in Jammu. Besides that, she is a private entrepreneur and an expert in counseling and spiritual health and practicing as a spiritual counselor for the last 3 years. Today's session will be live on YouTube as well as Facebook. We accept any kind of mental health related counseling. Viewers can reach to us by filling the free counseling form on the website www.spiritualseva.com.in. And also we can be contacted on our WhatsApp number 93210-70078. With the remembrance of Beloved Baba, who is our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, Supreme Secretary, and also Supreme Counselor. We seek a blessing from our most loving Dadis and from senior brothers and sisters. Request our viewers to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for themselves and their friends. And also be happy if they can be with us for the session from the beginning to end. May I request today's counselor, Dr. Tulika, to start today's session. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good afternoon, everybody. Today's demo counseling session is on alcohol use disorder, sometimes called alcoholism. It is a medical condition in which people can't stop drinking, even when drinking affects their health, puts their safety at risk, and damage their personal relationships. Alcoholism is called family illness because of its damaging impact upon the entire family. All family members, including the alcoholic, experience painful effects of the destruction associated with this serious illness. The family must learn about alcoholism and face the realities long before the alcoholic person is motivated to do so. It is said that alcoholism is the kind of illness in which, if the family members get help, the alcoholic member will get well. Sad to say, there is no life more difficult than one that involves living with an alcoholic person who is constantly drinking. A wife feels helpless and hopeless because she has absolutely no idea of how her husband will respond. One moment, her comments may be received calmly. In the next moment, the same words may make him get drunk. One possible course of action open to the wife of an alcoholic husband is to receive counseling for herself. This is because in order to deal with a physically and emotionally weak person, we must be physically and emotionally strong ourselves. So, with the blessings of our Supreme Father, Teacher, and Counselor, Parampita Paramatma, Rakhi sister and I shall start today's session. Good evening, sister. You look very much depressed.
Good evening, ma'am. What I say to you, ma'am, I'm here to do here. My husband is an alcoholic. That's why I'm here. My friends told me about you, suggest me to meet the Tulika Das sister. So that's why I'm here. Because I am so depressed, but in that case, in that situation, what I do?
Okay. Please be calm, sister. Would you like to take a glass of water?
Oh no, thank you, ma'am. मैंने पिया
Okay.
पानी.
See,
बाकी
just relax. Tell me about your family and where you work.
In my family, I have my mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, and I'm in Delhi, and I do the job in MBA. After 2 years, I married my colleague who worked in a different project. Where his father has retired from service. His mother is a homemaker. He is very active, efficient, and hardworking. I don't have to take any responsibility of any work at home.
You're very fortunate to get such a good mother-in-law. Why are you depressed then?
Because what I say ki everything went very well, ma'am. But after 3 years of my married life, we didn't have to contribute much of the family, much to our family. So we took a cab to office. We worked in different projects, so our things were different. We went separately and returned separately. My husband is an introvert and did not have many friends. He returned home immediately after office time. Saturday and Sunday were a holiday, and he spent the weekends together outside. We were really very happy.
Achha, so I'm happy to hear that you were really happy. Now what has happened?
3 months ago, ma'am, it was a friend. My husband returned home at 1 a.m. in the night. I was very much surprised, but I was feeling so sleepy that I didn't ask him anything.
So what happened after that?
Uh, the whole month, the same thing happened. Every Friday, he returned home after 1 a.m. And I asked him why he was so late. He told me that he had to stay for long hours in the office for project. for project work. I was surprised. I knew that we both work in the day shift. Next month, he returned home at 1 a.m. on Friday, left home on Saturday evening, and returned home after a.m. I was very, very surprised. Saturday and Sunday were holidays. Where did he go to? When I asked him, he said the project work required him to go the office on Saturdays also.
Did you inquire at the office?
I spoke with my colleague. He told me don't know that he attends a dance club every weekends. I was speechless. I had no idea that he had changed so much. In office parties, he never touched drink. What has happened to him if that he had changed so much?
Did you ask his colleague if anything had happened recently in his job which has caused a change in his behavior?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I was very, very surprised to hear the answer. His friends said that everybody is in the project taunted him because he didn't take drink in office parties. They couldn't make him take even on sip. Then one day, one colleague laughed at him and said that his wife controlled him.
Okay.
His friend says that he's very afraid of his wife. He's very dominating. That heard he know that most of his colleagues went to the bar and dance club in the weekends. So he said that in the future he will bring and accompany them to bars. His colleagues were also surprised to see the change in him.
Did you talk with him about the incident?
Oh no, not exactly, ma'am. But I just asked him why he was behaving in his manner. I know that he was a tit- teetotaler. Was he has changed his behavior?
What did he say then?
He was very rude and told me not to interfere in his decision. I was upset, but did not say anything. But last month he began drinking at home. He started ordering drink online. My in-laws were very surprised that he rewarded him for behaving in this manner. He did not stop him. Now my husband has become an alcoholic. He now drinks the whole day and he has stopped going to the office. He now drinks the whole day and has stopped going to the office. My in-laws are blaming me. They say I am responsible for this. Their son was a very innocent and they were very, very proud of their son. I have encouraged him to drink. They are misbehaving with me. My parents advised me to take him to a rehabilitation center. I am helpless, ma'am, and feel so hopeless. I really I Maki, what I say to you, I don't know what to do in that situation. There is nobody with whom I can share this. Everybody will taunt at me. What can I do now? Please help me. Actually, alcoholism is said
See,
to be a
sister, I'll just explain to you. Alcoholism is said to be a family disease. See, this means that one person's addiction has effects on an entire family, whether that is physical or verbal abuse or failing to fulfill duties or the person's personality changing in the ways the family notices. Okay. See, one of the most important things that you can do is to learn as much as you can about alcohol addiction. This will help you to understand what he is going through. It will also help you to be more supportive and understanding. You are not the only person in the world who is going through this alone. Many people have gone through this, and are going through the same situation. I know that it is very difficult for you to separate the person you married from the person he has now become. Don't cling on to the hope that he will return to the normal state on his own. See, in reality, he will not get better on his own. So just by avoiding your husband, nothing good will happen. I understand that you are worried about him and his well-being because you have seen the negative effects that alcohol addiction has produced in his life. The good news is that there are ways that you can encourage him to seek help. He is suffering silently, but he is not sure how you will take it. So he is misbehaving with you. Be calm, be gentle when you talk with him, and when you give him space to talk, he will feel less lonely. He will also agree to undergo treatment if he knows that you are supporting him. First of all, you must face him. Tell him how his actions are affecting you and his parents. Otherwise, he will never know. Be very careful. Use disorder. Sometimes stop drinking, even when drinking affects their health, such as liver damage and heart disease. It's medication and CBT, that is cognitive behavioral therapy. This treatment focuses on counseling.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Treatment and CBT, that is cognitive behavioral therapy. This treatment focuses on counseling that changes the person's drinking behavior. Studies show most people can reduce how much they drink or stop drinking entirely. So don't worry, just have patience. Is there anybody in the family with alcoholism or drug addiction?
No, ma'am.
Sister, is there anyone in the family?
No.
Okay. Is he suffering from any mental health condition such as bipolar disease, disorder, depression, or anxiety?
No, I told you that he is
No?
very happy.
See, then I understand
Hmm.
that he could not ignore peer pressure. And now he started drinking because he is experiencing withdrawal symptoms when he does not drink, right? You have any questions, sister?
Ma'am, how often does a person have to drink to become addicted? He just started drinking once a week 4 months ago.
See, it is possible to become addicted to alcohol after drinking it on a regular basis. The exact time or number of drinks needed for someone to become dependent varies from person to person. The more often a person drinks and the more alcohol he consumes, the more he increases the risk of developing addiction.
Oh, so ma'am, he does not say anything. Is he suffering?
Alcohol slows down the body's functions. When someone drinks too much alcohol in one sitting, they experience short-term effects such as confusion, nausea, and vomiting. See, drinking too much alcohol increases the risk of mouth cancer and liver cancer, heart
Oh,
disease and stroke due to high blood pressure, and depression or anxiety disorders can also occur due to changes in brain chemistry.
oh. What is the safe level of drinking, ma'am?
There is no term such as safe drinking level. The term low risk is used rather than safe. See, after 10 to 20 years of regular drinking, a person develops mouth cancer and throat cancer.
Ma'am, I want to say कि you tell me the what we have to do in that case, because I told you कि he's suffering, he's taking the drinking from uh, 4 months ago, so he's now becoming alcoholic. You told me कि in that situation, what we ever do with and what treatment I give to him.
Yes, yes. See, sister,
Tell me बता दीजिए because I don't know कि in that situation कि क्या करना चाहिए. I think कि अगर I am sufficient कि उसको कोई help कर सकूं कुछ देने के लिए. कि तो डॉक्टर ट्रीटमेंट भी होता है, वो तो भी है. But what you given me?
See, you must remember, see, some people, they leave alcohol very soon, but sometimes what happens, they start drinking again due to cravings or withdrawal symptoms. Some become successful by gradually lowering their dose, while others benefit from more comprehensive treatment programs, which combine medical treatment and psychological counseling. Now, one thing you must remember that according to National Institute on Drug Abuse, addiction is treatable. Treatment gives people the power to fight back the effects on their brain and bodies. This gives them the chance to take control of their lives. Now, ultimately, you will find everyone is different. So you must find out what works best for your husband and stick to it. Don't give up. It may take some time, but your husband is sure to recover. Have you heard the term alcohol detoxification?
No, ma'am. Just I haven't seen the bottle of drinking, so what I have heard about it.
Okay, see, sister, alcohol detoxification is the first step in treating alcoholism. The most effective treatment is just stop drinking. See, clearing the alcohol from the body is called detoxification or detox. When someone uses alcohol regularly, the body gets used to the substance and the brain produces stimulants and changes the way the body works to compensate for the effects. Now, if the person stops drinking, the level of the alcohol in the body will fall, right? But the brain has to readjust again to the effects of deficiency of alcohol. But what happens? The brain takes a few days to realize that it no longer needs to balance out the alcohol. As a result, during this time, there is overload of chemical stimulants. Now, because of excess chemicals in the body, it gives rise to withdrawal symptoms that are opposite to the effects of alcohol. This is referred to as detoxification. Now, this overload of chemicals causes nausea, vomiting, sweating, shakiness, fever, and intense worry. One can become restless. See, blood pressure, heartbeat may increase. The person may become irritable. These symptoms last until the alcohol detox process is complete. So the process is done under medical supervision. Do you have any question to ask regarding this?
नहीं, if you want to say anything.
Okay, see, now you can ask me how long will a person have to suffer in this detoxification process? No, the reaction to alcohol detox, see, varies from person to person. But in general, a person starts to experience withdrawal symptoms about 6 hours after the last drink. See, mild symptoms such as nausea or sweating may start. It may increase during the first 2 days and becomes maximum on the third or fourth day. See, this lasts until the brain realizes it no longer needs to keep producing chemicals to balance out alcohol that is no longer present in the system. Alcohol acts as a diuretic. This means it causes frequent urination. So during the first 3 days, dehydration may occur. To counter this, the person must drink plenty of water. This will help to make the detox process easier. After 3 days, the hydration and blood sugar levels return to normal and the person begins to feel stronger and more like himself again. At this point, alcohol cravings will subside because there will be no longer a chemical imbalance. Now, between 7 to 10 days, all the symptoms will completely subside. The doctor may then prescribe medication to help the person abstain from drinking even after he has been fully detoxed. Right? Now, you will think this method is very simple and the person can stay at home during this process, isn't it? See, one way you're right. The only way to free the system of alcohol is to stop drinking and give the body time to recover. But the withdrawal symptoms are not very pleasant. See, sister, who would like one's near and dear one to suffer in front of her? This is why it is better to carry it out in any professional detox clinic where medical experts will ensure that the person is comfortable and safe. Follow, sister?
Yeah.
Now you will ask me whether it is 100% successful. See, when the person follows the advice of the medical professional, progress starts very soon. Our bodies have immense powers of recovery. And after a month, you will see positive changes. You will see significant improvements in his energy level, and you will find that he is sleeping better. The brain also undergoes some serious damage from drinking. But after about 2 weeks, the brain would have replaced a large amount of the volume it lost due to alcohol. Follow?
Okay.
But one thing I must tell you, sister, don't feel guilty. Right? And you will say you didn't even realize how he became an addict, isn't it? You are certainly not the cause of your husband's drinking issues. You cannot control him. You cannot cure his drinking. But you can contribute positively to his recovery. Would you blame yourself if your husband had diabetes or a heart attack? Will you blame yourself?
No.
See? So try to think of alcohol misuse in the same way. Instead of blaming yourself for your partner's drinking, realize that he is alone responsible for how he handles his emotions and his recovery from alcohol use disorder. Don't try to monitor his drinking behavior. Don't try to give a lecture. See, don't prevent him from drinking. Don't request him to stop drinking. You did not cause his drinking. You cannot control it. And you cannot cure it. Don't call at his workplace and tell them that your husband is sick when he's actually intoxicated and cannot attend to his duties. See, sister, detach yourself from your husband's behavior and take care of yourself. Follow?
Yeah.
Now you'll ask me,
And
when he's in such a critical condition, how can you spend time on yourself, isn't it? So when you live with someone who has an alcohol use disorder, taking care of yourself is very important. Unless you are physically, mentally, and emotionally strong, how can you make him physically, mentally, and emotionally strong? See, therefore, at first, it may seem selfish to you to focus on yourself first when your spouse is suffering. But it's important to look at your own emotions and needs before you can take steps to help him. Have you ever traveled by aeroplane, sister?
No.
Okay, see, sister, when you travel by aeroplane, what happens? Before the
Hmm.
plane takes off, the air hostess gives us some instructions. And one of these instructions are that if the air pressure inside the plane fluctuates, put on your oxygen mask, then help others. See, if you suffer from breathing problem due to insufficient oxygen, you cannot help others. So as I said, you cannot cure his alcohol disorder for him. You can only provide information and support to make it easier for him to seek out his own recovery. This is why you should educate yourself about alcohol use disorders, and you must know about the withdrawal symptoms, detoxification process, what treatments may be available to him, what resources he may be able to access when he is ready to get help. Sister, educate yourself on what your husband is going through. You will then have empathy for your husband, and you can carry out proper discussions with him and help him to take the correct decisions. When you are prepared beforehand, you will feel at ease when he's ready to talk about his problem with you. Wait patiently till both of you are calm. When your husband is sober, express your concerns about his drinking. List specific reasons for your worry and make concrete suggestions. You may say, I'm worried about your drinking because I've noticed you are missing work. You said he has stopped going to work. So during the discussion, provide facts about the impact of alcohol on the body and mind, as well as the various treatment options. Encourage him to go for counseling and treatment so that once again you become a happy family. See, you may think that it is very easy to say, but how can I start a conversation with my husband when he's becoming indifferent day by day? Sister, you cannot expect him to listen to you the very first day that you take up the topic. It may take several conversations before he takes any action. Forget about treatment. But it is important to talk to him about alcohol. You must communicate the impact it is having on you and his parents and offer options for him to seek help. But try to be brief, okay? Don't talk elaborately. He will not like it. Stay positive all through. Use positive language and point out the positive aspects of change. For example, you can say, won't it be fun to be able to go out at weekends again and enjoy our time together? See, after emphasis that you have every confidence in him, he will start believing in you and you believe in his ability to change. See, please remember that you cannot do the recovery work for your husband. You can only offer support. So ask him how you can help him in the progress towards drinking less and abstaining from alcohol. Always encourage him for even the most minute positive change in him. Don't always think about your husband. Give time to yourself. Attend to your duties in your workplace. You said you don't feel like going to office anymore. Don't do that. Because you need a change. You need to change your mindset. Don't discuss everything with all your colleagues every day. You may share your feelings with one or two who are understanding or has experience of similar situation. No, maybe they can share their experiences with you and give you proper advice. See, finally, I must say you must be emotionally, physically, and spiritually very strong in order to cope with your present situation. Take time out to do exercise, practice meditation, or spend time on your hobbies during this stressful time. See, these activities will help you to recover soon. You have any questions, sister?
No, ma'am. I understand how he treated So thank you. You have to clear my all doubts.
Okay, I just want to tell you something, sister.
Mhm.
Spirituality helps us to face challenges with a positive outlook and to be in control of our responses. See, Raj Yoga meditation helps us to discover our inner strength and experience peace of mind. You must create positive thoughts in your mind about your husband always. For example, he is a peaceful being, he is a powerful being, he is God's child, God loves him very much, God's power is within him. I have good wishes for him. See, in this way, he will get positive vibrations from you. Follow?
Okay. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you may say that you don't have time for meditation, isn't it? But sister,
Yeah.
Raj Yoga meditation can be done anywhere, at any time, at rest, or during work, during the whole day. And I can assure you one thing, Raj Yoga meditation helps a person to quit alcohol forever. See, I hope I've been able to convince you. My best
Yeah.
wishes will always remain for you and your husband. See,
Thank
sister,
you, ma'am.
so
Thank you so
be
much.
strong, be positive, and you are sure to benefit from it, and you will be able to help your husband. As I said, you cannot do anything for him. You cannot cure him. You cannot help him to recover, but you can support him. And that much you can do only when you are strong. Okay,
Yeah.
sister. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you, ma'am.
forward for my
You
sessions.
thank you so much, ma'am. I think कि ये अल्कोहल के साथ how I spend the whole life, but you helped me a lot. So I will try whatever the duty you have told to me. I have followed that, and I will be strong. And I go to my office daily, and I treat my husband very well. Thank you, ma'am. So thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Tulika, the learned counselor for today's case, alcohol use disorder or alcoholism. Firstly, or the complainant or the informant is the wife. This is a post-marriage counseling for a wife. With the approach of a counselor stating that she married years before and staying in a joint family with her mother-in-law. Both are working, husband and wife both are working. Recently, her husband has started drinking, and earlier he was not addicted to it, but now the addiction has increased so much that he has stopped going to work also, and the whole day keeps on drinking. The wife is very much worried that now he's at home and drinks all day, stop going to work. So definitely this is a question of too much concern for the wife who was having a very happy and stress-free life. But this habit of addiction or that not only has brought her a stigma in her life, but also the financial sources and husband also is suffering a lot because of this alcoholism. To share the truth of the counselor what the best solution can be given. So that the husband who was not alcoholic, but as reported due to the company of his friend, he started drinking. First he was not used to drink a lot and he was not an alcoholic, but slowly and slowly he's become now a habitual drinker. Like this is a very serious issue in a family because it affects not only the health of the husband but the entire families. The whole family has to suffer because of that. This habit of the husband. Now, many problems have started developing. Health issues also are there many. Even financial resources and physical health. Wives also has a problem. Even she is also not going to work properly. Some other suggestions are given that the earlier the better. He has to be patient with the husband because he's telling him something on his face and that too the negative things will not help at all. So she has to be very careful now and she has to tackle it very diplomatically and that too. The suggestions as given by hospital behavior therapy is recommended. Augmented behavior therapy will also have training that for practice and maybe that she had through the reasons why he has started thinking what problems are there which you're not able to face. Maybe sometimes people are the wife or maybe there can be a problem with the boss or maybe that um, company or the friend. Behavior therapy, cognitive therapy will help and contingency management approach can also help. And also intervention and also some other recommendations are given. She has to take the help of the psychiatrist and also help. It may be possible primary care providers are also there to help this kind of people to help to overcome the habit. But even psychologists are also there. And their social worker also can help. Maybe also the best thing is that there is a 12 points program is there for the alcohol people. And sometimes these married couples meet on a regular basis and they share their experience at this kind of meeting. And maybe when the families know that why the husband behaved like this, by talking to each other, so they openly discuss their problem. And maybe sometimes also by seeing the families so that the people are how they overcome this habit so their wife can also learn from this kind of meetings, alcohol, 12 points formula, this is. And we did find a meeting station on a regular basis where this kind of families meet and discuss about the problem which they are facing because of the habit of husband of this alcohol habit. And also if possible, as you say that we have started drinking right in the morning, then maybe it's possible detoxification can also be helpful. If possible, it can be admitted in the rehabilitation center. Also, this habit cannot stop at home. Maybe detoxification will also help. The best thing about this, that men generally find that they are not able to overcome when they are alone. So maybe possible if they can be admitted if this habit continues for a long time. Also, he has to take the help of a doctor. Maybe some medicine can also be recommended by the physicians who will help him to see that the problem which he has because of a health problem. Medicine can also be recommended for this. So generally, we find that people who are addicted to this kind of habit, they are not keen to drinking, but because of their stress or maybe depression or maybe something has happened in their life, which they don't want to tell their wife or someone else. Maybe the help of a psychiatrist, psychologist, social worker, and maybe doctors. So the combination of all these people may be able to treat them in a long run because people find it very difficult who are habitual drinkers. Keep control of this. Especially they require the love from their near and dear one. And they need to discuss their problems with the people whom they can trust. So maybe the suggestion given by our counselor. Maybe invoking also spirituality will also help. Raj Yoga meditation also, which is suggested by our counselor, because when people are free, they drink more. They have to keep them busy, also give them some work at home, keep them busy, and if possible, develop some also some good hobbies if they have. Maybe if they want to go for some outdoor games, or maybe want to spend some time, maybe to a mall, or maybe to a place of his liking, or maybe go for a short vacation. Maybe they might forget about the habit of the drinking, though it is not very possible to overcome this very soon. Maybe the various suggestions and the therapies recommended there will help him in the long run. And the best is that why should give whatever he wants at home, the food of his liking, and also he wants to go and meet his one of the friends. Because if he has a good company and keep himself busy, then only it's possible for him to overcome this habit. The more he sits at home, the more he will drink. So the best is there to keep him busy and make sure that he goes outside and possible for morning walk or evening walk. So don't allow him to sit at home and drink the whole day. Give him some workouts. Thank you very much. Session was very important because most of the families have to suffer. The people who are habitual drinkers and not able to work on mentally their physical health, financial problem, emotional health, and the family that has to suffer. So earlier the better. Right, can help him a lot. Because I said that people generally have some grievances in their family for which they start drinking, and possible when they get the love from the families, this will be the best chance for them to overcome it. Thank you very much. We were live on YouTube as well as Facebook, and we accept any kind of mental health counseling. We are sending to the counseling from website name is www.speech7.in, and also you can be contacted with that number 921070078. Thank you very much. Yes, question this option.